The Durham Bulls close out their longest homestand of the remaining 2024 season with an 8-6 loss against the Memphis Redbirds on Sunday and finish up the homestand 5-7 against Gwinnett and Memphis. I'm Patrick Keenis for Durham Bulls Daily. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also subscribe on our YouTube channel, Durham Bulls TV. In the morning after every Bulls game, you'll get a notification on when these new little mini pods drop, and you can follow along with what has happened, scores, highlights, other notes, and more on Durham Bulls Daily. Well, it did not start off very well for Mason Montgomery. It was a rematch of Tuesday's game between Montgomery and Ian Bledell of Memphis. In that game, Montgomery only went 2 innings. Bledell, on his side of the ledger, gave up 5 homers in 5 innings. So they both were looking for a much better performance on Sunday afternoon. Montgomery struggled through the first couple of innings, but managed to keep Memphis off of the board. Despite allowing 5 hits in the first 2 innings, the Redbirds stranded 5 base runners, had 1 thrown out trying to steal, and it was 0-0 going to the third. But in the top of the third inning, a walk started the frame, and then back-to-back home runs led to Montgomery's demise. Matt Koperniak hit a 2-run homer. Lucan Baker, the league leader in home runs, hit his first of the series and his 28th of the year. That put Memphis up 3-0. They would add another run later in the inning. Montgomery got knocked out in that frame. He went only 2 2/3 and would take the loss to fall to 0-7. Redbirds grabbed a 4-0 lead after 2.5. Durham got on the board in the bottom of the third inning against Bedell, scoring a couple of runs. Austin Shenson ground ball, brought in Ronnie Simon. Bob Seymour then singled home junior Caminero with 2 outs. The irony is Simon began the inning with a line drive single off of the right field wall that he thought was a home run, broke into a home run trot, wound up with a single, not a double, and even though he came in to score later that inning, manager Morgan Ensberg pulled him from the game for that lack of hustle, and he was replaced by Nick Schnell. A tough moment, certainly, for Ronnie Simon. Memphis then saw its lead trimmed to 4-3 on a wild pitch in the 6th inning that brought in Jake Mangum. But then in the top of the 7th, the Redbirds go back-to-back again, this time against reliever Kyle Witten. A 3-run homer by Mike Antico, and then a solo shot by Jordan Walker. And just like that, the Bulls faced their largest deficit of the game, down 8-3. But the Bulls did not roll over. They scored a run in the bottom of the 7th inning when superstar Major League prospect Junior Caminero came up to lead off the 7th inning.
2-2, smoked. Killed to right center field, into the bleachers in the blink of an eye. 12th for Caminero. You would get a ticket and a court date if you drove that ball that fast down I-40. 8-4 in the 7th inning.
That would be Caminero's 12th of the year, an absolute missile to right. That made it 8-4. The Bulls then mounted a rally in the 9th, scored a couple of runs, and had the tying runs at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs before Logan Driscoll flied out to right to close out the game. 8-6 the final. Memphis beat the Bulls. Redbirds win the series 4-2. Durham ends that 12-game homestand 5-7. Certainly disappointing as they head on the road to take on the Norfolk Tides on Tuesday. Bulls are now 14-19 in the second half, and just 42 games remain. So once again, the Bulls will open up a series against the Tides, 6:35 first pitch on Tuesday night in the first of 6 against the Orioles AAA affiliate. Final score once again, Memphis 8, Durham 6. I'm Patrick Keenis for Durham Bulls Daily.